Thousands of race fans packing the town of Speedway ahead of the Indy 500 on Sunday. Right now at 10 o'clock, News 8's Adam Pinsker is live with all the sights and sounds from today's Rocking on Main.
The fan experience, why fans tell us the Speedway is more than just racing and what they say keeps them coming back to the track.
You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. This is breaking news.
But first, we start with that breaking news. Shaquille O'Neal will now not be performing at this year's Snake Pit concert during the 107th running of the Indy 500. Indy 500 Snake Pit sent out this letter saying that DJ Diesel will not be able to perform due to complications driven by the ongoing NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Platinum music producer and DJ Valentino Khan has been announced to replace Shaq. He will go on stage at 8:15 a.m. Revved up and ready to go, thousands of race fans and those looking to have a good time are packed into the town of Speedway.
That's right. With less than 48 hours until the race, these fans want to make the most out of their time here. News 8's Adam Pinsker joins us live from downtown Speedway. Adam, what's it like there at Rockin' on Main?
The answer is loud, Alexis. If you like food, if you like fun, if you like music, this is the place to be. For at least another hour, Clayton Anderson is playing. And even if you're not a race fan, there's certainly a lot to do out here for everybody. Amid a sea of tents at the Coca-Cola lots, we found Bob Smith and Ray Stem. They arrived from New Jersey Wednesday night, fully equipped for a weekend of camping in the shadow of the track.
This is $95. The hotel is $300 for Saturday night.
And if you don't stay at the track, you don't get the true experience.
That experience for Bob and Ray includes hot dogs, hamburgers, booze, and seats next to pit road.
What, it's the 107th?
Yes.
If something lasts us 107 years, it's a big deal. You can't beat this. And the weather is beautiful this weekend.
But race weekend isn't just about racing. The town of Speedway's rocking on Main Street, coinciding with Carb Day at the track. Vanessa Barnhart and her husband Kevin have lived in Speedway for 5 years and have gotten used to the big crowds.
There was a car with Maryland plates in front of our house this morning. It's just neat that everybody kind of comes in for the race every year, and they just make a whole weekend of it.
While Speedway benefits from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Rockin' on Main gives the world a chance to see that the town is more than just about racing.
About 10 years ago, give or take, we prioritized making Main Street an attraction again. It had kind of gone by the wayside, lots of closures. We worked hard to get new restaurants, new retailers, bars, even the apartments behind us.
And the fun continues tomorrow over at the track, where there's going to be an autograph session with veteran drivers as well as drivers in the field from 8 to 3:30 tomorrow. And I'm going to go over to the Coca-Cola track and check, or the Coca-Cola parking lot, and check things out here coming up at 10:30. Adam Pinsker, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.
It's fun out there. Well, hey, Carb is full of traditions for people all around Indiana. It's the same for us here at Wish TV. Each year, we give iTeammate senior investigative reporter Richard Essex, a photographer, an intern, and free reign to tell whatever story he finds.
Here we go!
I want you to meet this guy. He told us his name was Blake.
Hey, just so you know, the cops will not pop a wheelie on them ATVs. I've tried all day long.
Blake Pennzoil.
Hey, listen, hear me out. Who did it better? Hey, I was way louder than them cars. Way louder than them cars.
All right, answer a question for me.
Yes, sir.
How many cars are in the race?
Hey, Siri, how many cars are in the Indy 500?
I'm going to say 21.
I
found this on the web.
33.
Where is the track?
Hella big around us.
In the bright sunshine of a late May Indianapolis sky, there are people, some might call them race fans, others would call them Indianapolis 500 fans. And there is a difference. An ordinary race fan like this guy from Monrovia probably wouldn't do this.
I came to watch some cars go around the track, but the slip and slide was a bonus.
Inside these plastic 1-gallon containers is a mixture of vodka, and does it really matter what else makes this fluid blue or pink? But the holders of this potentially blackout-causing fluid claim to be genuine race fans, so I asked them a few basic questions.
Where is the track?
Track's over there. And Nisi, it's right there. It's right Sorry, this is my first Carb Day. First time Carb Day.
To say Carb Day is fueled by beer for some fans would be an understatement. In this made-for-TV moment, this group of guys punched a hole in the bottom of a beer can to shotgun a beer for our interns. By the way, this is the same group of guys that did the very same thing for us last year. In the third turn of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, there are people doing things that we simply cannot show you on TV. Then there is this guy. He came to the track in shorts and a T-shirt, and he changed. Kind of into something, actually, that doesn't look very comfortable at all. In the middle of this crowd of people, we found a wrestling match. Yep, right in the middle of Carb Day. Two women engaged in a battle of strength, and I have to say, this is a first for me. We don't want to give you the impression that everyone inside the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is soaked in beer and waiting to pass out. Carb Day is also family-friendly.
We're so excited to be here. It's a family tradition of ours. My dad took me to the race, and now I'm taking these little guys to the race. They have track fever. If they miss school, they have track fever.
It is their first day of summer break, so they are not skipping school to come to the track. They do know how many cars are in the race and the location of the track.
What day is the race?
This Sunday. This Sunday. Yeah.
Richard Essex, Wish TV, iTeammate.
Carb Day never disappoints.
Never.
Way to go, Indy. For many people, the Speedway is a lot more than just racing, though, as it also is a chance to make new traditions. Earlier today, at the center of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, race fans of all ages filled the fan midway. For the kids who aren't big fans yet of the race, they had the opportunity to compete with their mom or dad at a small track in go-kart-like trikes. For parents, they could visit the different tents where they can find their favorite IMS gear and fill up with all kinds of delicious foods and beverages.
Showcasing their products and their drinks and everything that comes together, and it's really about the fans too. That's the other thing.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff. While fans say today has been pretty spectacular, a lot of these families are saying that they're really looking forward to race day.
Moving to the neighborhoods around the track, as people who live in Speedway tell News 8 this is their favorite time of year. Gloria Snyder knows the feeling during this weekend, as she's lived almost her entire life within a mile of the track. Snyder says her whole family gets together for a cookout at her home after the race. And living in Speedway, Snyder says it's easy to take the track for granted until you travel.
I say Speedway, Indiana. And they said, wonder, where's that? And I says, you know where the 500 track is? I live 1 mile from it. Love it.
What's their reaction when you tell them that?
Oh, really?
I'm sure they're surprised. Well, whether they've lived here for a few years or a few decades, the people who live in the shadow of the racing capital of the world say there's nothing else like it. Speaking of like nothing else like it, Pacer star Tyrese Halliburton, he's ready to drive the pace car. The guard passed pace car rookie orientation today at the track. IndyCar tweeted out these photos. Halliburton will lead the field of 33 Sunday to start the greatest spectacle in racing.
Very cool. Also, Hoosiers honoring veterans at the Indiana War Memorial today. The American Legion 500 Festival Memorial Service paid respect to fallen American heroes in honor of Memorial Day. The event featured a flyover, a U.S. Marine Corps rifle salute, and the playing of taps. Indiana leaders, along with Gold Star families, gathered in remembrance.
We take this time to remember and honor the men and women who have given their lives for this great country. Let us reflect on their courage, their sacrifice, and their dedication to a cause greater than themselves.
And I had the honor of emceeing the event this year, and a 1-hour version of the ceremony will be available on Memorial Day here on Wish TV from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. It was a great event.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. You've done it before. It was, I mean, chills with this event. Great weather for it as well today. It was outside. It was fantastic. As we take a live look here at IMS on this Carb Day night. What a day across the central Indiana.
What a day. I think there are a lot of adults out there who need a nap.
Yeah.
A little napetizer.
Yes.
Because that's what today is.
Pretty much every single person in Richard's story
needs an appetizer.
Yes.
And doesn't really need to find out about the weather tomorrow. It's not going to feel good anyway.
Right. That's the truth.
Well, our weather, it'll make the rest of us feel pretty good, though, because we're not really going to change too much for tomorrow. Down on the Monument Circle, they're kind of got things together for the parade to come up from Washington Street and around that part of the circle tomorrow morning. Temperatures not dropping quite as quickly as they did last night, 68 degrees, so it won't be quite as warm. If you're headed down to the parade, it starts at noon. It'll be around 70 degrees when it starts and in the upper 70s, but not too humid, very comfortable out there. At the Speedway, well, let's jump right ahead to Sunday and see what we've got coming up our way. A little bit cool in the morning in the 50s, but by the time the race starts a little after noon, it's very comfortable. There's a slight chance of some sprinkles around. I'll show you where that might be coming from and have the rest of the holiday weekend forecast in just a bit.